Yeah. Does somebody else have a question? Yes, sir.
I know, Dr. Marshall, you haven't been there long enough to have many chances for floor votes, but I was disappointed to see that one that you did vote to approve was, I think it's HJR 36, the effect of which is to allow greater release of waste methane on public lands by fossil fuel companies and other miners, whoever are out there. Why was it necessary to allow them to release more of the one of the strongest greenhouse gases? We don't have 4 years or 8 years to wait for more effective climate action. By that time, runaway greenhouse warming could be our reality.
An agricultural issue for sure. Climate.
Yeah.
Climate.
Yeah, that's agriculture.
Okay. Well, here's my answers. I try to do a cost-benefit analysis on any type of regulation, including this one, and no one showed me there was that much benefit to offset the cost of it. The big problem with the climate issues is not the United States. The big issue is China and India and Brazil. They've done more. They've done more to do this. They've done more in the last 20 years than our country has done in 100 years.
Congressman, can I ask you a question? You know, I represent 63 counties as the first chair. I'd like to know what your travel schedule is going to be because I have many counties out there that are very interested in having you visit and talk about what's happening in Washington. Can you give me an update on your schedule?
Sure. In 2 weeks, we're going to be doing a swing from Emporia to McPherson, and then in that area. And then the week after that, we'll be doing something from Salina to Hayes and Goodland and circling back towards Dodge and Garden City.
Well, I'd sure like to coordinate that with you so I can be out there with the county chairs and just
Sure.
support what you're trying to do out there. So
You bet.
Thanks.
You bet.
Could you answer the question about Affordable Care Act repealing and the pre-existing condition clause, which some of us actually need, you being a baby boomer, all over the news and every commercial practically, baby boomers are getting hit with Hep C. That is a pre-existing condition of your generation. I'm Generation X, exactly 8 years younger than you. To the day, sir. Pre-existing conditions.
August the 9th is a great day.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
But I also need pre-existing conditions to stay. I don't really care about the politics of the Affordable Care Act. The Republican agenda has been repeal, repeal, repeal. Y'all tried that 63 times during the Obama administration. For whatever reason, y'all couldn't get that done. Now you guys have control of the White House, Senate, and Congress, and so far, you guys can't even get anything written. We, the people, would like to see something written about what you're trying to do instead of just saying repeal and replace, because I'd like an answer about pre-existing conditions.
Okay.
That is a very important part of the ACA.
Dr. Price authored a bill 6 years in a row what replacement would look like. It had passed both houses of Congress last year, was vetoed by the president. So I
And you
think.
didn't have the votes to override it, so let's get to reality.
Okay, so that's the reality of it. I think if you look at that, that's going to be very, very close. Dr. Price was just confirmed 8 days ago, 9 days ago.
9.
So right now he's working very much on cutting back all the regulations. Healthcare is the most heavily regulated industry in the world, I would suppose.
For a reason. These are doctors with knives on our bodies. Unregulated.
Have you looked at the
As an
harms?
OBGYN,
Have you looked at the harms?
emergency C-section.
Let me just try to ask one question at a time, if I
Okay,
can.
then let's get to the, what do you think about pre-existing conditions, and do you believe that whatever legislation
Yes.
passes, it should remain? So I have your word.
No, you
today.
don't. I can let you finish the question. No, I would go a different direction with it. I think that high-risk pools are the answer. So high-risk.
You're a baby boomer. You can't be that stupid.
Ma'am, I have probably forgotten more about healthcare than you know. So to call me stupid on healthcare is probably ridiculous. So,
High-risk pools is what I'm saying is stupid, sir.
okay.
high-risk
No, you
pools-
just called me stupid.
You
Yeah.
did a stupid statement to say that high-risk pools are going to be better than coverage of pre-existing.
Absolutely, they will be.
How?
Well, you're not gonna have a $12,000 deductible, first of all.
I don't have a 12,000.
But the average person does. The average family does. The average family has a $12,000 deductible. And how many people are going to even be left on your exchange to offer that insurance
I'm
this
not
year?
on an exchange.
One.
I'm on regular health insurance. I want my regular health insurance through Saline County to continue to cover pre-existing conditions.
And no caps.
So if you're getting it through Saline County, then you're part of an employed network of people, right?
Right, but they were not forced to cover pre-existing conditions until the ACA.
And they weren't forced to cover them before, and you said everyone still get it. So an employer cannot. You're talking about a different group of population of people. You know, what I'm talking about are.
One line of a law that says all health insurance companies must cover pre-existing conditions. That is the line that I would like to verify that you want to say. That in a different form perhaps, but that you want to make sure that all of us in this room, any pre-existing conditions we have today, that we are still covered for in 8 months when you repeal and replace.
You know, your solution, unfortunately, we can't afford to do that. There's no way that we can afford to do that. It's going to simply buy up. It's
Buy
going
more
to.
nukes, we can't afford to buy more weapons, and we certainly can't afford a wall.
Yeah, no wall.
And we can't afford Trump spending $300 million this year for security so his wife and child can stay in Trump Tower.
Yeah.
And they don't want to live in the White House. That's a secure location that the taxpayers are paying for, and now we're paying for double, and now he's going to charge the Secret Service rent so they can protect him in Trump's tower. He's going to potentially earn $3 million a year from the Secret Service while taking no salaries. We can't. You say we can't afford it? Start saying what we can afford. We can't afford a wall. We can't afford health insurance.
He made a statement. There was no question there.
No, about the expenses that are.
So are you gonna vote funding for the wall? Yes or no?
Yeah, you guys seem to make it so simple. I think the
It
law.
is.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's simple. Yes or no? Are you gonna vote for the wall?
know-
Are you going to be a racist and start deporting
What?
people who've lived in this country for most of their lives? Are you gonna support the racist agenda of the Trump administration?
Are there any questions?
I just asked you one. Are you going to support the racist administration of Trump and start deporting Kansas people?
I have a policy if you want to hear it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes or no? Not a policy. I want to know if,
Tell us the whole thing.
okay.
Yeah, I think we need to secure the border. Securing the borders isn't just about immigration. It's about national security. It's about drug trafficking and a whole lot of things. I think a wall is a metaphor. I do think we need to secure the borders, though, some way, somehow. If there is a horrific terrorist event in Salina, Kansas in 2 weeks, and people say, Roger Marshall, did you do everything you could to make sure that this country is secure? And I can't say that. One of the top 3 issues that people told me on the campaign trail is national security, that they don't feel safe. So national security is a priority. I think a wall is a metaphor. There's different ways to do it. I don't think there's one way to do it. We have to rely upon American ingenuity on figuring out ways to do it.
Okay, are you
The
gonna-
recent terrorist attacks have been conducted by Mexicans.
Exactly, yeah.
How many
How
drugs
about the
how many
guy
drugs
in
have come
Olathe
across how many drugs have come
yesterday?
across the Mexico border?
Who uses those
Who's
drugs?
buying it?
What
Yeah.
does that have to do with anything?
They wouldn't come if we didn't buy
I
them.
mean, it's
But they are buying them and they're coming across the border.
But the terrorist
I'm going to let someone else have a
attack
chance to
was
talk
by
if that's
white
okay. I'll let someone else have a
Most
chance
of
to
the
talk if
terrorist
that's
I would like
okay.
to say something.
This guy's been very patient. Yes, sir.